Okay, so on today's topic, we're going to be talking about the reaction from Tasha K's live stream. She did a live stream yesterday. I believe it was like 14 minutes long. And we thought going in, and she advertised this on social media, on all her platforms, about doing a live stream about her reaction of the verdict that was handed. If you've been living under a rock, allow your boy to explain. Tasha K was found liable, and Cardi B won her judgment against Tasha K. And Tasha K got to come out with a lot of money. She's going to have to run Cardi B's money, but that's neither here nor there. And we thought that when she made the announcement that she was going to do a live stream and do, I guess, a reaction, or we thought that she was probably going to possibly apologize and just be humble about it. Apparently, she did this live stream, and the whole 14 minutes, she's talking about stuff that really doesn't even matter. She did a lot of deflection, no reflection, just deflections, and blaming everyone under the sun about her reasonings and her thought why she lost, even though she said in the live stream that when her and her attorneys were discussing it, they knew from the rip that they was going to lose anyway. So let me address a lot of things that she discussed in the live stream, a lot of her deflections and distractions. One, you probably wouldn't be in the situation where you are currently right now if you would have just honored or took seriously the cease and desist letters. You had a grand total of 4 of them. Not 1, not 2, but 4 of them. And if Tasha K would have been an adult, or would have been the successful businesswoman she proclaims herself to be, she would have took those letters very seriously. And at least, if you didn't want to delete the videos, which I know those videos, she makes a lot of money off those videos, I understand that. But if you don't want to re-edit those videos, or even go to the point of deleting those videos, you could at least put those videos on private, maybe edit and cut away some of the footage of the accusations that you told the world about Cardi B, talking about she was a prostitute, or putting a foreign substance in her kitty, or even say that Cardi B has a sexual disease, and you know, all types of stuff that you even admitted in court last week. Early last week, you admitted that when you were referring to a lot of those false accusations, you knew wholeheartedly that those accusations were false. Okay? It came out of your mouth. You said under oath you knew that they were lies, but you still advertised those lies, and you knew the amount of traction you was going to get from your channel and from those videos. You was going to make a ton of money off those false accusations and bold-faced lies. So this notion that Tasha K, for 14 minutes talking about people are out to get her. What people? What people are out to get a below average blogger? And I know a lot of you guys love gossip, and when you want to get your celebrity gossip news from social media or from YouTube, Tasha K is either your number 1 source, or your second source, or your third source. But if you're going to do celebrity gossip, you have to have, there's a thing called morals and principles. All right? There are certain things you can't promote on your platform, particularly if you know these things are a bold-faced lie. You think TMZ is going to promote something that they know for a fact that's a bold-faced lie? No. You think Entertainment Tonight is going to promote something like that, and they know it's a bold-faced lie? At least those two platforms alone, if they're going to talk about this, they're going to tell you ahead of the game, before they tell you the story, that this is a fabrication, this is a lie, they're not co-signing to this, but this is what X, Y, and Z may have said. They would at least cover themselves legally. But Tasha K didn't want to do it. She wanted to run with it because she knew that this was going to cause a lot of traffic on her platform, meaning she's going to get a lot of subscribers, a lot of views. She's going to make a lot of money with Google AdSense. She also makes money promoting products on her live streams and on her videos as well. So she was going to make money that way as well. People want to do deals, sponsored deals. People want to do shout outs and things of that nature. Plus you got super chats. Even in this 14-minute live stream, there was tons of people still believing in Tasha K that was giving her money, even though she's been found guilty of these accusations. And even though she said, coming from her mouth, that the things that she was spewing on these live streams and videos were bold-faced lies, even though she had numerous occasions where she could have been professional, she would have, I thought, she would have been a little bit more professional. And as far, she always talk about she's a successful black woman, black businesswoman. Well, if you're going to hold those titles above you like a crown, then act like it, okay? Anybody else would have took the videos down, either deleted them or edit them, then resubmit them. But, she didn't want to do that because she was putting the money in front of her reputation. And now her reputation is tarnished, okay? So, another thing I want to talk about is, I'm so sick, me being an African-American male, I'm so sick of my African-American community, my African-American queens, my African-American kings, male or female, I really don't care about your gender, always going to, instead of taking responsibility of your actions and of your behavior and learning from your mistakes, we immediately rush to, well, the man is out to get me. The system is out to get me. X, Y, and Z is out to get me. They're out to make me look like the villain, like the bad guy. Okay, that was never my intention to be. I don't want to be perceived as a villain, as a bad guy. Blame the system. Blame the machine. Blame X, Y, and Z. Instead of looking in the mirror and blaming yourself. Tasha K, you're the reason why you're in this predicament. Now, as far as YouTube go, and I said this in the live stream, it's funny how, and here's another thing I can't stand, and it really happens in the African-American community, where someone watches a video and you give examples in your video, and then people take those examples and run with it, and they either go in the comment section of their favorite blogger or celebrity gossip personality person, whoever you guys listen to, or even the content creator, take your examples and utilize them like that's their examples, like it came from their head. At least give credit where credit is due. When I do research and when I get information from other platforms, I give those individuals their props. I give those individuals their flowers. I give those individuals their respect. If you want to be a professional, and if you consider yourself an adult, then do the adult thing, do the professional thing, and at least give credit and give respect where it's due. I gave examples of, particularly on the YouTube side of things, possibly Tasha K's channel could be deleted. And I gave examples of Alex Jones and EDP 445. Now let's talk about Alex Jones. Alex Jones would spread misinformation, would spread false narratives, lies, misconceptions, because he knew how to use the Google platform to work to his advantage, particularly in the algorithm. All right. He knew if he said this, if he clickbait and utilize this title, he would get more views. He would get the most traction. He would make the most money. And he would say false misinformation. And all platforms have banned Alex Jones. Now, Alex Jones only resides on his website, where he's still spewing false lies and misinformation. But that's neither here nor there. Alex Jones can't make a buck from YouTube. He tried to create channels, and they keep terminating them or deleting them. The same can be said for EDP 445. EDP 445, his is a little different than Alex Jones. It's not what he said, it's what he was found guilty of. Now, I will say this. If you want to go to the letter, if you want to take it to the letter of the law, EDP 445 was not convicted of dating an underage person. Okay? But by looking at the videos, by looking at that particular video, he was illegally doing something. Even though I felt like he would have gotten prison time if the content provider would have been working in conjunction with law enforcement. And that's the reason why EDP 445 did not get convicted of anything. And law enforcement could not prosecute it any further because they were not in conjunction of that. So he's pretty much gotten away from that. But it tarnished and damaged his reputation and his channel, where his channel got deleted from YouTube. He tried to create another channel. That channel got deleted, and he got deleted from other platforms such as Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. The guy has been deleted and banned from all of those social media platforms. Even the social media platforms that are not as big, when you look at them, when you compare them to the Instagrams, Facebooks, and YouTubes, they still deleted EDP 445. Now, he's gone to be an employee of Chuck E. Cheese. People found out. He got terminated there. He tried to become a Lyft driver. He got his application suspended there when they found out what was going on with him. And he's moving from hotel to hotel to hotel because he can't stay. Allegedly, he lost his house. And, and things of that nature. But this video has nothing to do with EDP 445. But it does have these two examples, these two examples. I feel YouTube is probably going to either strike her channel or delete her channel. That's why, remember last week, she was telling everyone she was not going to delete these channels no matter what the verdict is. She don't care about the verdict. All right? No matter what the judge says, she was going to keep those videos up. I get the sneaking suspicion YouTube has been talking to Tasha K, saying, look, either take these videos down or we're going to take your channel down. And she chose to take the videos down. And I feel like that's the real reason why she took those videos down. Now, she made it sound like she was doing the right thing when you could have been doing the right thing years ago. She's talking about on her live stream, well, I took the videos down. All right. Well, you didn't have a choice to take these videos down because you said under oath, and it has been proven that the things and the accusations that you have said in these videos and in these live streams have been bold-faced lies. They're just simply not true. And that's why you was held liable for that judgment claim. So she does not have a choice in the matter of, well, I don't really necessarily have to take the videos down. Well, you have to take the videos down. She's not taking the videos down because she doesn't want to hurt her brand or her reputation is being ruined. No, the bottom line was about to be taken away from her, which is making revenue, making money. On top of that, she's also the possibility of her going to trial again for perjury is still on the table. It's for discussion. I don't know if they're going to go forward or go through with it or not, but it's still there. All right. Not to mention the fact the IRS have been checking out this trial. They had a representative there. That's why her husband was answering the questions truthfully, because of, they are being held liable of not paying taxes, allegedly. I don't know if that's true or not. But nevertheless, when you got the IRS watching you and going to the trial, particularly on the parts of your finances, that's a red flag, okay? Not to mention the fact, I feel like Tasha K, she probably didn't realize this during the proceedings because, she's stressed out and she's worrying about the trial and things of that nature. Even though she said in her live stream, they knew from day one that they was going to lose and they knew that this verdict was coming. Well, if you knew that from day one, you probably should be aware of this as, during the proceedings, that the possibility of other people suing you. See, this verdict, a lot of people are not looking at this verdict. They're not looking, they're just looking at the trees. They're not looking at the whole entire forest. This is a landmark verdict. Now, when people start taking content creators, bloggers or gossip news networks or personalities, when they start taking these people to court, now they have a blueprint in place where, okay, now I can be successful taking someone to court as well. It's not the point that people are thin-skinned. The old way of handling people that's telling false lies about you or your company or trolling or anything like that, cyberbullying, is to not pay attention to it. That's not the leisure for these content creators. Now people are looking at they're looking at this trial and they're going like, whoa, wait a minute. Cardi B took someone to court and won. I have the possibility of winning too and also getting a judgment as well. And you're going to see a lot of attorneys, in droves, like ambulance chasing lawyers, running to a lot of content providers, running to a lot of people, a lot of celebrities, no matter what listing they are, A-list, B-list, C-list, D-list, whatever type of celebrity they are, or a personality, and go, if you saying that this is untrue and this is a bunch of lies and you have a bunch of evidence that proves your argument, I can possibly take your case. This is theoretically this is a money grab, a cash grab, all right? Similar to like what the gossip columnists and bloggers and personalities and influencers, it's a cash grab for them to go on their live streams or make videos just lying and defaming an individual. That was a huge cash grab. Well, this is going to be a huge cash grab. Just think of all the people that have been, a lot of people use the word dragged. Just think of all the people who have been dragged and people have been lying on to them and lying on them and things of that nature. Just think of the window of opportunity that they can take someone to court and win. If you are in the field of gossip, celebrity news, or just dragging people, I suggest to you, you better go through your whole catalog and make sure the arrows have been checked, the T's and the T's been crossed, the I's have been dotted. Make sure what you said in the live stream in the video cannot turn around and haunt you and bite you on your bottom, particularly if it was a bold-faced lie. Now, I don't think Tasha K is losing any sleep on it. This case did give her publicity, if that's what she wanted. She got that. And even in that 12-minute live stream, she was getting like 20,000 people in a live stream, which is unheard of, particularly for Tasha K. So she's going to make bank off that live stream and other live streams moving forward. She made bank on the super chats and things of that nature. I'm pretty sure she's making bank on people becoming members, things of that nature. That's one revenue source where she can utilize to her benefit and help her pay this Tasha K bill. Now, she said also in the live stream that she commends her legal team. So she approves of the work that her legal team has done. So this mistrial conception or her turning around suing her legal team, they're going to take this, if that equation is on the table, they're going to take this live stream and go, no, Tasha K, you actually said this about us. Even though there have been reports of her giving her legal team a negative review. You gave that legal team a negative review, but then turn around and hire them to represent you. What that says about you. You're going to be always that individual that blames everybody under the sun for your actions and your actions and your behavior. You're never going to take responsibility of your actions and your behavior. I remember this saying in a Spider-Man comic book, and Peter Parker, Uncle Ben was the uncle of Peter Parker, and Uncle Ben said this to Peter Parker, but Peter Parker didn't understand the reference of this term until Uncle Ben died. And Uncle Ben told Peter Parker, and at that time Uncle Ben had no knowledge that Peter Parker was Spider-Man, but Uncle Ben told Peter Parker, with great power comes greater responsibility. With great power comes greater responsibility. It's an obligation. It's not a birthright. People always want to be successful. You always want to be the individual that makes the most money. You always want to be the individual that has and can flex the most power. Well, there's a flip side to that coin. With great power comes even greater responsibility. And I feel like Tasha K, if she doesn't know it now, she should know it. Anyway, it's your boy. I'm up out of here. I will talk to you guys on another video or live stream. Please be sure to become a member of Just My Opinion podcast. You can become a member. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And we will do this dance again on another live stream. Okay? It's your boy. I holla.